My mom's name is Iris. I looked that up. What is that? You guys ready for your headline tonight? You guys ready? You may have heard him, he performed on the Howard Stern Show for the past 15 years. Now he's got his own show, the Shuli Egar Show. Please get loud, show some love right now for Shuli Egar! Keep it going!
Let's hear it for Beecher. Let's hear it for all the comics you see tonight. Let's go! Fairfield. Feels good to be back, said one guy ever in Fairfield. Me. I left the East Coast during the pandemic. Lived here 15 years. Shit got weird. We got out of Dodge. I had 2 little kids, you know. Walking out of my apartment, this was the bottom line for me, the breaking point. Walk out of my apartment, there's a guy behind my car taking a shit on the street. Are you going to take a shit, miss? Someone's not a fan of poop humor. I got bad news. It'll still be here when you get back. So I walk out and there's this guy taking a shit behind my car on the street. It's awful. Worst part, ready for this? Wasn't wearing a mask. Can you believe that? What a monster. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm just saying, when you shit on the street, can you be a decent enough human being to wear a mask? I have a compromised immune system, street shitter. I tried doing stand-up. We were performing in front of cars. Yeah, as if this industry isn't humiliating enough as it is. People are sitting there honking at me. I'm ready to fight everybody. I'm like, what's up, motherfucker? They're like, no, that's laughter. I go, really? Sounds like a honk to me. Sounds like somebody who doesn't like Jews. That's what I always chalk it up to. So we left. We bailed. We took the kids, found a better life where a lot of Jews go. Huntsville, Alabama. That's right. Don't dare me to do something stupid. I'll fucking do it. I don't care. I gotta tell you, it's beautiful out there. I'm saying, it's so, well, there's some things I would have liked a heads up on before I got there. That I will say. You know, like, I didn't know the phrase bless your heart means go fuck yourself in the South. It's like a coded message. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's true. I was at a Costco where we gave me a sample of stuff. I go, bless your heart, judo chop to the throat. This bitch hit me. I didn't know when you moved to the suburbs, you are now legally required to wave at all your sad-ass neighbors that need validation in their empty fucking lives for a stranger to wave back at them. The fuck happened to these people? What? Nobody's doing something? I mean, wave. My wife's giving me shit too. We moved her. She goes, you're not waving back at anybody. I go, you goddamn right I'm not. We're from New York. You don't wave unless you're on fire. You understand? Because here's what waving does. You know what it does? Brings people in. Brings them into your life. Opens the door. I don't want to open that door. I finally gave in though. After like 3 months, I was going to get cigarettes. So I see this fucking guy's like 100 years old, ready to fall over, trying to wave to me. I go, I'll wave to this fucking guy right here. Yeah, I wave to him. What does he do? All of a sudden, he's 30 years old, steps off the sidewalk, comes in front of my car. I have to slam on the brakes. This fucking guy's so old, he tells me, roll your window down like that. That's how old this one. push the button, the window goes down, and he goes like that. He goes, New York plates, huh? That's waving. That's what waving fucking gets you. There's a redneck head in your window going, New York plates, huh? And I go, yes, sir. And he goes, yeah, I was in New York once with my wife. We went for cancer treatment. Oh yeah, it gets worse because he followed that up with didn't take. Those next 2 words. Yeah. And that's why you don't wave. Because sometimes there's a cancer story at the end of a wave. And how do you get out of that shit, you know? I just yelled, bless your heart, and ran over his foot. Like we were looking at houses, my wife's like, ooh, this one's 1.5 miles away from a synagogue. And I'm like, a synagogue in Alabama? I think they misspelled the word trap. I think that's a trap, honey. Like a Jewish Roach Motel. I'm not coming out of the other side of that thing if I go in there. They're sweet. They don't know about Jews out there. It's sweet. I'm teaching them why they should hate us. So sooner or later, they'll get it. They'll get it. They'll be on board with everybody else. Friends of mine offered to take me hunting, which was nice. Yeah, they gave me like a 40-minute head start. They were like, I tell you what I love the most about living in Alabama. And this is not popular, but, you know, I gotta say, I gotta be honest. They're amazing people. And to this day, they still beat their kids. And God bless them for it, okay? Listen, on paper, it doesn't sound good, I know, but I see them out there doing chores. You know what I mean? They're mowing lawns on a Sunday, dude. You don't think you gotta break a few eggs to get that kid to mow a lawn on a Sunday? All right, it happens. But it's a system that works. Those fuckers are out there working. I say, hey, they flinch, they're scared to death. But the system is working. I have 2 daughters, 12 and 8. Never hit them, never will. I'm a big pussy like that. But part of me, I like, you know, there's part of me that likes that we live in a town, you know, and they know shit can go down. They don't believe me. I tell them all the time, they beat the shit out of their kids here. And my father's like, no, they don't. I'm like, not only do they beat their kids, they will help me beat you before they help you. So I had to prove it to him. Took him on a recon mission. A little place called Walmart. Yeah. Rumor has it, kids get fucking cracked in that place left and right. It's like a light show in Vegas. Every hour, on the hour. We were there 7 minutes, tops. We literally just kind of chummed the toy aisle for maybe 5 minutes, just walking back and forth. All of a sudden we hear, Brandon, put that down. I go, girls, let's find Brandon. Come here. Brandon's got the fuck up. Come here. We find Brandon, aisle 4. Guess what he's doing? Not listening. That's what Brandon's doing. Not listening. And you know what happens? Brandon goes from aisle 4 to aisle 6 in one shot. I'm not saying he was in the air the whole, because they had waxed the floor, so he slid from 5 to 6. But he fucking moved a couple hours. Here's the best part. I look over at my daughters and both of their jaws are on the floor. One of their own has fallen. This is the first time they're seeing this in their lives. So I realize this is a pretty good teachable moment as a father. You know, so I get down on one knee and I'm like, hey, did you guys see what happened to Brandon? And they're like, yeah, we did. And I go, you know, don't be a fucking Brandon, I guess is what we learned here today, right, girls? Because this is where we live right now. And these people will fuck you up, you understand? Also, I'm driving out there. I love driving again. I haven't honked my horn in 2 years. 2 years. I mean, it helps that everyone's armed out there, so it's another system that works. You know what I mean? Because they'll cut you off. You're like, mother, is that a rifle rack? Is that it? Yeah. It's my fault. It's my fault. You're good. I didn't have my blinker on. I didn't have it on. My wife keeps thinking every house is having a yard sale out there, and I'm like, they just have their garage open. People are a bit messy. A bit messy. I will say that, but nobody's in a hurry in the South. They're not in a hurry for school. They're not in a hurry for work, exercise. They are not in a hurry for anything. They don't even throw the letter G on the end of words. They're just like, I'm fixing to go here. And they're like, you're fixing to miss a G on the end of that fucking thing. But I like it. It's different. It's fun. A buddy of mine was lecturing me the other day. Isn't it odd that we're all getting lectured now more than ever? Everybody's a fucking expert. Right? Everybody telling me how it is. And he's lecturing me, he's saying, you realize now because of social media and fake news, we are dumber now as a society than we have ever been. I started thinking about it. And I remember this is the same friend that stopped watching The Walking Dead because it wasn't believable enough for him anymore. They lost me, dude. They lost me. I mean, you gotta reload a gun sometime. Yeah, unless you're fighting an undead zombie, you fucking idiot. I started thinking about it some more, and I'm like, are we dumber now? And I say no. I disagree. I think we are just as dumb now as we've always been, and we will continue to stay at this level. Now, I'm not sitting here on a pedestal telling you I'm better than you. I'm an idiot. I lead the brigade. 2 weeks ago, my wife caught me in the kitchen, 3:30 in the morning, stoned out of my mind, trying to open a box of cherry pie. And when I tell you this woman caught me, she turned the lights on fast like that, like I was a roach, and I froze like one. And she doesn't use 3:30 in the morning voice either. She's not like, what's going on? No. She goes, what are you doing? Mom voice, that's what I get. And she might as well be a cop at this point, you know? My heart's pounding out of my chest. I'm just in my head going, say the right things, dude, say the right things. This could be really bad for you. So I tell her, I go, I'm opening this box of cherry pie. And she looks at me, and she looks at the box. And then she looks at me again, and she goes, that's not a box of cherry pie. To which I reply, I go, oh, I didn't know that. Because I didn't know. That was the first I was hearing of this. Is her telling me, this is not cherry pie. So I thought I was off the hook. Nope, she's got to fucking turn it a little bit more. She goes, do you know what it is? We've established I do not. So I tell her, I go, well, I don't know. I'm not lying to her. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what's going on. That's her big moment, right? She leans in towards me and she goes, "That's a box of Reynolds Saran wrap." So I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." And we're pretty much done here, you know, right? Like, I started walking away and she goes, "Hey!" I turn around and she goes, "Come here." I walk over and she says, "Did you think it was cherry pie because there's a picture of a slice of cherry pie on the box?" And at that point, we were both on the same page. You know? I was like, "Yep, yeah. And it all makes sense now." So when I tell you we're dumb, I'm right front and center. You understand? But we got to be okay with it. We're dumb. Some of us are smart. Some of us, you know, we created an airplane, right? Yet someone was dumb enough to install horns on all commercial airplanes. Did you know that? They all have little Suzuki Sidekick, little bitty horns like that. Because it's important, you know? You sometimes you don't know when a plane's behind you, 747. Sometimes you, oh, is that a giant plane? Oh, okay, got it. If I'm crashing down to Earth from 30,000 feet, a little toot might make me feel better. It's important. We're dumb. It's fine. My parents, I love them. I think they're, you know, amazing mentors and teachers for me. But they're dumb. They're dumb. I'll tell you how dumb they are. At one point, they thought Liberace was straight, like a lot of people. Guy dressed up like a disco ball. He's straight? Okay, whatever. Listen, it's fine. Women throwing panties at him. He's wearing the same ones. Listen, I'm not here. Maybe he is. Maybe he's a coxman, you know. Did you think Liberace was straight, miss? No. You're like, I know one when I see one. And you're right. Good for you, sweetheart. Some of us are smart enough to create the television. And yet, we're dumb enough to put ghost hunting shows on that beautiful gift that is a television. And don't act like you don't watch them, because there's 57 ghost hunting shows on TV. And they all are fucking bullshit. I love there's never any photographic, video, audio proof. The only proof is something you gotta take the host's word on. You ever notice that? The guy's like, "All right, guys, we're in the abandoned schoolhouse." We're walking. Whoa. Guys. It just got super cold in here, guys. You can't feel it because, you know, you're there, we're here, but wow. Can you see my breath? Can you see my breath? It's dropped like 50, 60 degrees right when we walk through the store. What? And then they're always like, "What's that?" And the guy turned, he goes, "Oh, we just missed it." Because I think it was an orb or something. Ghost hunting show. Still not as dumb as fucking Storage Wars, alright? Yeah. If you watch Storage Wars, run into my fist right now as fast as possible. You suck. I can't watch it. I tried. I can't. Because here's the thing. Storage Wars, they're just making shit up. You understand? I'm not talking about the show as stage. I'm talking about what they find. Like, here's the premise to the whole show, if you've never seen it. These people bid on storage lockers that are abandoned because in their sick mind, rich, successful people leave storage lockers unpaid for all the time. Yeah, it's storage locker. Nobody pays the fucking rent on anymore, so they auction it off. And these people pay like $1,400 for a locker they can't even look into. They just see boxes and they go, give you $1,200 for it, right? It's the dumbest thing ever. It's like, how about you just throw it out your fucking car window on the way to this thing? And then they go in, and now they're pot committed. They can't look like an asshole. So they just gotta make shit up. And as a Jew, I don't approve of that. If you're gonna tell me you're gonna sell something for a certain, I want closure. I want to see that happen. No, they're like, they go in the locker, they go, oh yeah, look, we paid $1,600 for this locker right away. Look at this lamp. See that? You get $450 for that. Bullshit, you can get $450 for that. You lying sack of shit. Find me the fucking dumbass that's paying $450 for that lamp. Because if he's alive, if he exists, that's the fucking show I want to watch. It is the moron who pays way too much for stupid shit show. Just a guy walking around with one ski pole and a fax machine going, $7 grand! $7 grand! Huh? Who's stupid now? We're dumb, it's fine, it's cool, it's whatever. You know, we have flashes. My 12-year-old, she's 3 grade levels above her age in math. Yet, can't remember to flush a log of shit down the toilet. Just fell out of her. You know? I don't know where that disconnect happens. I don't know. Have you ever taken a shit, sir, and has anything ever caused you to get up and go without handling anything? Right? Like, have you ever, they picked it off? What? I mean, nothing, right? She's brilliant. She fucking just leaves the scene of a crime like that. Like, what's the fun? She's in middle school now. These kids are, I don't know these days, man. She came home the other day, she says, we were doing your mother jokes at school. I go, oh, your mama jokes? She goes, we say your mother jokes. We don't want to offend anyone. I go, I gotta hear one of these, your mother jokes. Must be pretty brutal. I said, well, let me hear one. She goes, one of my friends said to the other friend, your mother is so morbidly obese that they diagnosed her with diabetes. They don't know if it's type 1 or type 2. They're just glad they got it in time. I mean, you guys are fucking pussies, you know that? You gotta toughen up a little bit. I remember a dude telling me my mom's so fat she broke her leg and gravy poured out of it. Hey, that's solid. That's solid. That's a good one. Don't think I lost though. I didn't lose that. I came back with his mom so fat she uses bacon as a band-aid. And that won the whole thing. I took it down. He punched me, so I won. A 12-year-old, she wants to join the swim team. Girls swim team. I brought her over my computer. Went on YouTube. Put on a college swim team meet race. Pointed out to her this swimmer, one of the college swimmers, ranked 430th as a male swimmer in college. Guy came in last place. Then I Googled up women's swim meet. And that same gentleman was now swimming as a female swimmer. took first place. And I looked at my daughter and I said, do you understand? And she said, yeah, women suck at swimming. And she's right. Don't groan at me. If you guys can't beat 430th, get out of the goddamn water. What's going on here? You're wasting your time, not mine. I don't care. People get nervous about that joke. I am not anti-trans by any means. I am all for people's right to be and live who they feel like they are, who they identify as. If you're a woman inside a man, do it. If you're my favorite, man inside a woman, do that too. It's all good. I respect that shit. But you gotta respect my shit. You know? When you start identifying as birds, like, you gotta respect my right to identify you as a weird motherfucker. That's all. You can identify as a bird all you want. Jump off that roof. Let's see if God or the universe agrees with your identification. I mean, again, I got people in my family that are trans. My niece, what time is it? My niece still. I'm all for it. I'm not here to judge anybody, but I mean, when you describe yourself and you are 9 things, you end up not being none of those things. You end up just kind of being a Mad Lib that you made up. I'm a lumpy, grumpy, smoking Tom Arnold, That's what we're going to be identifying as soon. Just weird Mad Libs. All right, I lost you on the last one. It's fine, listen, it was a shot. We tried. Do you guys ever get the feeling that the football play, the flea flicker, is a term really that could be used so much better for racism? Do you guys feel that way? Boy, 2 in a row. All right, well, listen. Not every day's Hanukkah, I guess, right? I know not to do the other one. I won't try 3. I had a buddy of mine at work. He says he's annoyed that his coworker keeps showing him pictures of his kids. You guys have that? People show you pictures of their kids? So I gave him an idea on how to get rid of it. I said, go up to the person. I sent him a picture of my kid in a bubble bath, bubbles up to her neck. I said, go up to the person and just show her this picture. And then when she goes, oh, I go, yeah, this is what it's all about. She goes, how old is she? And then you say, oh, I don't know, somebody sent me this on the internet. Said it worked. Said it worked. Oh, that we'll laugh at. Okay, all right. Child porn. Check. Okay, got it. Just want to see where we're at with these guys. You were with me the whole time, and I'll never forget you. Rest of these tightening up the asshole pussies over here. All right, any more single friends? Done with them. Coming to me with their problems, right? Single people, problems. You don't have kids, you ain't got problems. I don't give a shit what your story is. This was the final straw for me with him as he goes to me one night and goes, you're not going to believe this story. So I go on Tinder, right, and I'm swiping, trying to get a match. After like 7 minutes, I get a match. So we meet up, she's all right. We meet up, go back to her place. You ready for this? You ready for this? All I got was a blowjob. Can you believe that? No, I can't fucking believe that. Let's recap real quick, because, I've been married 14 years with 2 kids, so my memory's a little fuzzy. You're complaining that you did this with your thumb for up to 7 whole minutes. Wow, and then all you got for that was another human being to suck your dick to completion? Are you gonna be okay, buddy? You gonna want me to put together a benefit show and raise some money for you? Get the fuck out of my life. Crying to me about a blowjob. Married people in here, they know what the fuck's up with a blowjob. It's a two-step process. Step one, try to suck your own dick, fellas, because they don't want to do it anymore. It's over. It's gross. Or step two, you wait for a big birthday to roll around and that's when the blowjob turns into the white buffalo and it's crossing the street. You go, what is that, a blowjob over there? What the fuck? I just heard stories about these, and those are real? That's why it's important to keep your sex life spicy when you got kids, my wife and I do role playing. Yeah, we do. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Anybody else in here do role playing? Everybody? Yeah, do all the big church bus drop everybody off? Everybody's fucking show. Laughing at child porn 10 minutes ago. All of a sudden role playing, all of a sudden fucking Mussolini up here. Role play's good, you get to try out different, you become different characters and shit and people. She gets annoyed because I take it seriously, I'm a performer, what are we doing? If we're gonna do community college? Let's put on a fucking show. That's my thing. Let's do it right. 2 weeks ago I tell her, tonight I'm coming home from the road and I'm a plumber. As soon as I walk in, I go, I'm a plumber. I'm coming to fix the toilets. She sounds thrilled. She goes, great, who am I? I go, you are a woman who loves giving a plumber a blowjob. Please. It's been so long. I told her it's like a 4-minute game. It's not going to take long. I had invoices printed out. And a company name picked out. I joined a union 2 weeks before. Like, this is legit. She sends me pictures when I'm on the road, my wife. She knows what's up. She knows what I need. She sends me like tasteful stuff. This mother of my children, I'm spreading shit open or anything, She sent me a nice little black and white with the underwear on the hip and like a little bit of the ass cheek, and it was like beautiful. And I was feeling good. I go, I'm gonna send her one back. You weren't there. I was looking good. You don't know what's up. Came out of the shower. I put my shorts on. I see my nuts poking out of the bottom. So I'm like, that's the shot. Send her the picture. I write, thinking of you. Send her the picture. I sent it to her, right? You know what she writes back, miss? You know what she said? That's disgusting. She writes back. Like, you think that's disgusting? You should see the two I deleted. Those were really bad. Because you have to learn that angle, And that first one, there was real estate in there nobody wants to see. You know what I mean? And the second, I'm 47, these nuts are falling like prices, So the second one, half of it, the lens was covered, like it was a mess. Oh, I go, how low do I gotta put this fucking thing? And I found the timer, I threw it on the floor, I just stood over it. And then here's your candy, darling. We got a lot of problems. People are upset still. Looking at who and what to blame for the last 2 years. For all of this. I know who's to blame. It's not going to be popular, but what's one more joke that's not going to work? But I'm going to say it anyways. What we have to blame for COVID, the lockdown, all of it, is one thing. Very simple. It's marijuana. That's right. I know a thing or two about marijuana, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on it right now. Believe me when I tell you that marijuana is a gateway drug. Not to other drugs. It's a gateway to what we think is a really good idea when we're stoned, that at some points becomes a very horrible idea, and one that got away from us. And I'll tell you a quick story to prove it. We were partying, a bunch of us, like 6 of us, we're partying at a friend's house. It was a Sunday night, it's like 3, 4 in the morning. We're getting ready that morning at 6 to go to Six Flags. And there was one friend that had to work at 6 in the morning. He was at his house, and he didn't want to go to work. And he's stoned out of his mind. He just left our place at 4 o'clock, and he came up with a plan to get out of work. What was it? Phone in a bomb threat to his job, so he wouldn't have to go into work. Now look, you're groaning, but you weren't as high as he was. And he was so high that on paper, this seemed like a pretty solid plan. What he didn't factor in is a little group of people called the ATF, tracing your call and breaking down your door and arresting you. And he's told me since then that when he was being walked out to the police car, his first thought was, this one got away from me. Yeah. And that's what I think happened with COVID. That's all. Just a couple Chinese scientists hanging out one day. They didn't want to go to work the next day. One called the other, he's like, yo, Tyler. Oh yeah, you're waiting for like funny names and voices and fucking, nah, you ain't gonna get my ass in trouble, motherfuckers. Everybody in this bit's named Brad and Tyler, and they all talk like surfers, alright? Yo, Brad, man, I want to go to work tomorrow, dude. Check it, man. You know that shit we've been working on, dude? Got a little bit in my spray bottle on my desk. Next time Eddie, the janitor, comes by, nobody fucking likes Eddie. We just give him 2 pumps. That's all. Just, that's it. It's enough to get the lab shut down. And then you and I, Six Flags tomorrow. Cut to like 4 months later, you go, Brad, what the fuck happened, dude? I thought it was 2 pumps, man. I may have given him 4. This one got away from me a little bit, man. And that's the story of COVID. That is a fact. You can quote me on that. Daughter's going to school now. Schools are tough. We got underpaid, overworked educators over there. Rough for them. But we ain't helping them out. Meaning the parents. Where we fuck our kids' education up right from the start. With spelling. Right from the start. First toy, play school, SKOOL. Wrong. Not correct. Keep it going. What else you got? Netflix. Wrong. Fruit Loops. 2 O's in fruit? I don't think so. Finish your dinner. We'll go to Krispy Kreme. Not a C in the building, dog. What are we doing here? And if you wonder why we ain't pulling down Spelling Bee Gold, what's up? It's bad. 6% of the student body is Asian. 6%. That is not good. You have African American, Latino, white kids. They all have to share and cheat off of one Asian kid now. And that's fucked up. That's fucked up. It's not right. I don't know what that percentage is. I didn't have an Asian kid in my math class. I failed. I don't know math. People are like, is he saying Asians are good at math because they're Asian? No. I'm saying Asians are good at math because their parents are Asian and they don't fuck around. You understand? They're good at a lot of shit. Good for them. I want my daughter to be good at math. Fortunately, she's good at writing jokes. Every time I go on the road, she writes jokes for me to say in front of the audience. No, don't say "aw cute" because she's an asshole about it. She's like, "Here's jokes for your show." She says it like that, like she knows how many tickets we sold. You know, real asshole. And she's like, "I want to know what the reaction was like." So here's one of the jokes she wrote. She comes up to me, she goes, "What did the bucket say?" Well, you're like me, you love it already, right? Yeah, because it's a bucket, it's talking, I'm high, you're high. I love it. It's good. And, you know, I can't write like a 12-year-old girl, so I like this shit. It's weird, you know? Because what did the bucket say when it landed the awesome backflip? I go, "What?" She goes, "Pussy fart." I go, "What is wrong with you? You out of your fucking mind?" So you gotta fix that joke. You want me to tell it on stage. Like a half hour later, she's like, "I fixed the joke." Like it's my fault. Yeah. I go, "What is it?" She goes, "What did the bucket say when it landed the awesome backflip?" I go, "What?" She goes, "Paled it." I know, sir. Pussy fart's funnier. I know. We all know it, sir. It's just a 12-year-old thought of it, and it's fucking me up, all right? She's sick, but she's a genius. I won't even tell you the knock-knock joke. It's disgusting. It's vile. I can't do it. So she goes, "Knock-knock." I go, "Who's there?" She says, "Throbbing wet pussy." I know, I'm intrigued too. And I go, "Throbbing wet pussy who?" And she says, "You need a last name? Open the door, stupid." It's a cute joke. It's cute when you think about it. You guys are sick. If you're parents, I'm going to tell you this right now. Keep your kids off video games. Get them off of there. Because I'm on there, and they're much better than me, and they piss me the fuck off. And all your kids talk shit, and I hate those little fuckers. How about that? I wonder how my wife stays with me when she walks by and I have a headset on. And I'm arguing with some shithead in Montana, some fucking 12-year-old shithead. And it's like, all right, they're good. They'll go, "You're not very good at this game." I'm like, "It's because I have a fucking job, asshole. It's because I work." The other day, she called me yelling at a kid online. The kid's like, "You sound too old to be playing video games," he says to me. I go, "Yeah, I am old, dude. I'm old enough to buy a fucking plane ticket once I find out where your IP address goes to." Yeah, that's how old I am, you little shit. And then guess what? My old ass will rent the car with my old man credit card. With GPS. And insurance. And I will drive to your little fucking house, and I'll knock on your door, and then guess how old I am? Old enough to knock your fucking baby teeth down your throat. How about that? How about that? It's good, right? And then my wife from upstairs, she's like, when you're done, come up and eat dinner. And the kid goes, who's that? Your mom? There's no coming back from that. Between the video games, now the porn these kids can watch. It's ridiculous. I mean, there's so many choices in porn. Ice cream is the greatest thing ever, and we only have 31 to choose from of ice cream. Porn, you can literally spin a wheel of words, and whatever words it lands on, there are 17 to 4,000 videos on it. So it's no wonder these fucking kids, I don't watch porn that much. I don't watch it for the same reasons you creeps watch it, okay? I watch amateur porn, not for the sex. I watch it because I like to hear what people leave on in the background when they're having sex. That's the most fun thing to me, because people will leave shitty movies or music on in the background. And I was watching this couple have anal sex the other day while Police Academy 4, Citizens on Patrol, was on. And in my head I'm going, what scene in the movie sparked this idea? I've seen the movie many times, I'm a fan, but I don't know that I love it that much. They're talking dirty. He's like, I'm gonna stick it in your ass, baby. And then you just hear in the background, hi, I'm Officer Zach. I'm here for the police academy. And I'm like, you can stay hard doing that? Like, that's insane to me. Now we got my dad staying with us. He's 85. Yeah, his vision isn't great, his hearing isn't great, but you know what still is great? His ability to bitch about the air conditioning thermostat. That he hasn't lost a step on. And he loves, all he talks about is bad news. Loves it. Loves it, loves it. Plane crash, this guy's glowing, all right? I'm not shitting you. It's the weirdest thing ever. I called him up yesterday, I go, how's it going? That's all I said. And he goes, well, on the news, 2 electricians were electrocuted to death, and their child was hit by a bus in critical condition. I'm like, okay, so you're doing good? All right, well, good talk. Anytime he thinks he knows facts, but he doesn't. Like, he goes, he's talking to my wife about canola oil, which is the original name of canola oil. Anybody know? Oh, you guys aren't as white as I thought you were. Rapeseed oil. Right, oh, now you're doing one of those? Oh, I knew that, I just didn't know. But he's a real party to watch Jeopardy with, huh? Every answer the guy gets right, he's like, yep, I was gonna say that, yeah. So my dad's trying to school my wife, he goes, you know what they call this oil originally? Date rape oil. Yeah, the other day for breakfast, we literally all sat down at the table, hadn't said a word to each other yet. Takes a sip of his coffee, and the first thing he says is, did you see a woman was raped in Disney World? And I'm like, good morning, how are you? How'd you sleep? Are you good? So it's fine, we're dealing with that. We'll figure it out, we'll find a balance. He's with us now in Huntsville, Alabama, so the news is not bad, so now he's all about weather. But he treats weather as if it's, a mass shooting. Like he's 40% chance of rain tomorrow! Oh. Any good strip clubs around here? No good ones? Got a fucking blogger over here, huh? expert over here. What constitutes a good strip club? Oh, now all of a sudden you don't know. All of a sudden he's not an expert. Isn't that weird? My strip club days are over. My after parties are just me watching Deadliest Catch marathons in my room. The Discovery Channel. His Gold Rush marathon. How long have you two been married, by the way? You're not married. You're just banging. Good for you two. No point complicating things. I hear you. Good for you. Hey, look at you. Hey, tell her tonight you're a plumber coming to fix the toilet. It works, dude. It works. Try it. You guys just friends? Yeah? You dating? Yeah, nice. How many dates you guys on? 4? Alright. Yeah, just finish clapping because we're all thinking the same thing. And I'm about to ask it. But I'm saying that, and I'm going to miss this question I'm asking is because of them. It's not because of me. I don't want to know this. Is tonight the night, or has that happened already?
Don't ask the old couple if they're fucking. It's not funny.
It's fine. It's not going to leave. We're in the lobby of a goddamn hotel. No, nothing's going to happen to you. Don't worry about it. Is it happening right now? It's happening right now. Whatever's happening, God bless the both of you. For real. That's got to be fun. I'm just wondering, at your age, you still make the guy wait, you know what I'm saying? Or you just fucking throw it like a, slice of bologna at him and go, let's see what we got. I want to test this fucking car out too, What if it doesn't work for you, right? It's not just, here's one thing the pandemic's taught me. It's not just about penis, it's about vagina too, alright? It's not just about penis, it's about vagina. And I think everybody gets their shot. So is he any good? 1 to 10 scale. Wink with your right eye if he's huge. Left eye if he's average. I'm getting energy from this guy. He's hung like a mule, so watch out. Watch out. That dude's packing some heat. And, much like me, sitting on one ball. So it's fine. It's fine. I know, sir. I know. These kids, these youngsters, they don't know. You're going to step on them one day, you're going to kick one. I mean, balls are not your friends, kids. Alright? If we can walk away with one thing from this show, it's that. Balls are not your friend. Well, you two look very happy together. Where are the other dates you guys gone to? Is there a gas leak on your head? You're so sweet. You're the reason why I feel like I had a good set. Every word I say, you're laughing. And I love that. So, 4th date. All right. Where were the other 3 dates? S&M Sex Club? What? Wow. We jumped a couple levels, huh? You're trying to think. Listen, I don't want to put you on the spot. You're a sweetheart. Thank you for answering my questions. You take it easy on her tonight, all right? Or find out, if I come back and one of those hips is plastic, you're in trouble. All right, son of a bitch? Don't make me find you. There's a real goddamn man over here. Kill me with his thumb. Today, right now, he can do it. I'll leave you with this. It's a quick little story about how I feel like we're all good people. I don't care who you pray to, who you make love to, who you marry, who you vote for. I think we're all good until we're tested in life. That's the thing. We all gotta face the test. And what is that test? The test some of us have done, some of us have yet to have happen. But it's where you find out the most about yourself. And that test is sitting on a middle seat on a flight before the other two strangers show up. It's not fun. How many people, middle seat, ever? By yourself? Yeah. Sucks, right? You get there, one of the worst things about it, getting there before the other two people. If you get there last, it's one thing. When you get there and you're the first one, now it changes you. Yeah, it turns you into an asshole. Now people coming on the plane, strangers, they've never done anything to us. What are we doing? In our head, we're shit talking all over, right? We're just like, no. You don't wear a tank top on a flight. Are you kidding? What is that, eczema? Oh my God. So that's what I'm doing, judging everybody. Then my seatmates show up. Orthodox Jewish couple, my people. No worries. I know how to handle this, I'm a professional. I turn the charm on right away. I say, you two look very happy together. You probably have a lot to talk about with each other. So if you'd like to sit together, I'm fine with the window or the aisle. And she looked at me and she said, I prefer the window and he likes the aisle. All right, swing and a miss. We tried, right? Didn't work out. So we take off, I put my AirPods in, I go to sleep. I wake up after like 40 minutes because I feel like somebody's standing over me, watching me sleep. And when I open my eyes, the husband who was sitting in the aisle is now standing in the aisle and he's staring at me and his arms are out as he's handing me a baby. What is right? Because let's just recap. They didn't have a fucking baby when this plane took to the sky. So I'm wondering, where the fuck did you rent this kid from? Or what's going on? And I take my AirPods out, and he doesn't say, excuse me. I go, I'm sorry about it. He goes, hand the baby to my wife. And I go, no. And he kind of, takes a step back, and I said, this is why I asked if you two wanted to switch, so we wouldn't be involved in each other's lives. And he says to his wife in Hebrew, not knowing that I was born in Israel, which makes me an OJ, original Jew, doesn't know that I speak Hebrew fluently till this day, and also doesn't know that I've been waiting my entire life to catch somebody talking some shit about me. So he says to his wife in Hebrew, he goes, "Zerah ani soneh otam," which translated to English means, that's why I hate them. Wow, them, right? I was like, that? What the fuck are you mistaking me for? I'm one of you fucking idiot. I'm not a Cuban baseball prospect sitting in between you two. Pretty simple math. And then I'm like, I gotta answer him back in Hebrew. What better way to let him know you fucked up? Right? And I'm pissed. I don't even think about it. I just open my mouth and I go, which translated means, why don't you go fuck your mother in her asshole? Thank you. Did I jump a couple levels? Sure. No. not a great waker-upper, okay? I'm not. I need a couple minutes. I've never said that phrase in Hebrew before, but when it ended, here's what I learned. Pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. Yeah. Stuff goes into motion when you end that sentence. First thing that happens is little kids go back to wherever the fuck you got them from. Real quick. And then the next thing that happens is fascinating. No one in that row has to piss or shit or move the rest of that flight. Those two sat there like statues on a building, just staring straight ahead. Hey man, you guys have been awesome, Fairfield. Thank you so much for your time. This is very wild comedy. You guys are great. Thank you. Need to go to the beach, everybody. Thank you very much, guys. Sorry, I do have a surprise. I forgot. Where is he? Is he here? Yes, for all you Stern fans. Oh, calm down, you crazy bitch. Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend of almost 20 years now. Even before I got on the Stern Show, we were friends. The one, the only, Mr. High Pitch Eric, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Hello, Connecticut. Well, I'll tell you a story. This weekend I woke up. My friend over here says, "You better come and see me this fucking weekend, you fucker."
It was a great story, Eric. Everybody loves that story. No, that was good. That was good. That was good.
But I will tell you a story what happened to me.
Go ahead, another story. Back it up.
So this weekend I took my first edible.
Yeah, wow, really?
Yeah.
A loaf of what? No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Your first edible.
Caramel.
Caramel?
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't pretty. It was 50 milligrams.
Okay.
And
somehow, looking at you, I feel like 50 milligrams doesn't have a shot. But
it was not fucking pretty.
No, it didn't work good for you.
No, I was sitting up in my bed.
Yeah. Tell me you got a British accent and could do algebra. That would be the greatest thing
I was
ever.
sitting up in my bed,
Go
and I
ahead.
felt like someone putting fucking red lipstick on me.
You felt like someone was putting red lipstick on you?
Yeah. And I was shaking.
Wow.
And
Do you have any more of this stuff? Because I would love to try it.
I wish I did.
Oh, sounds good. I can't believe you're sitting there like the crime game with lipstick on you. Are you sure you just didn't put lipstick on you?
No. And I fell out of bed.
And you fell out of bed?
Yes.
Wow.
And I was shaking, trembling. It was the worst thing that ever happened to me.
All right, well, we're going to punch that story up before we bring that back out next time, guys. We're going to put a pot of coffee on and find the funny in that. Don't you worry. What's that?
We were in Atlantic City last night.
You were, that's right. You were in Atlantic City.
And last night we were at Johnny Rockets.
We were at Johnny Rockets.
And
Give them more useless information. Go ahead.
I saw the most beautiful woman in Johnny Rockets.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I told you my next procedure I wanted to do.
Your next medical procedure, what are you getting done?
I'm going to go to the Dominican Republic
Yeah.
and the Brazilian butt lift.
I love it. I love it. I think that's just what you need.
But I just
Turn
want-
around. Let me see your ass.
I
Let me
just
see.
want women to hop
Yeah,
the Brazilian butt lift.
No, you look great with a nice big ass.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I'm not saying you do now. I think you would look great with a nice big juicy ass.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think I'm turned on by you right now.
No, listen. I think you need more obstacles to prevent you from walking in a doorway normally like everybody else. And I think a giant ass would be fantastic.
And Shuli, you and I go way back.
That's right.
And like I remember coming to your house for Thanksgiving.
That's right. Eric came to my house for Thanksgiving. True story. Broke a chair. Continue.
I brought the chair.
Yeah.
And like the girls, remember? I
Yes.
visited
You
them.
babysat for a little bit. Yeah.
Yes, and I have to yell at, you know,
I will tell. Hold on. You just reminded me of a story. My 12-year-old, who was like 8 at the time, we're sitting in the kitchen. Thanksgiving. My daughter comes in and she goes, "Dad, you have to be 21 to drink. You have to be 18 to smoke, but you only have to be 9 to buy a Ouija board, according to Amazon." You only have to be 9 to summon Satan, she said. And out of the corner of my eye, I see him turn around and go, what? Is that for real? All right, Eric. Any final thoughts you want to give these people?
Yes, I
We'll
want to
wrap it
say,
up.
who's high pitch? And I love all of you people from Connecticut. And Shuli, I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
And
It's
thank
good
you
seeing
for
you
coming
this
out
weekend.
tonight.
Yes, thank you, Eric. The one and only high pitch Eric, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming out. We'll be hanging out. Keep it going for Beecher. Keep it going for
Give it up for everybody, high pitch, and Shuli Egar around it. We got 3 mics for this motherfucker, surprise! One more time for Shuli, everybody, come on. One more time for Shuli, everybody, come on. Thank you for coming out, supporting my comedy, fantastic.